Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, I wish to congratulate you on your election and assure you of our full support for your leadership. I also wish to express our appreciation to the International Law Commission, in particular to the Special Reporter, Professor Sean Murphy, for his work on the draft articles on the prevention and punishment of crimes against humanity. These sessions take place at an important moment, making the 80th anniversary of the Nuremberg Tribunal. The principles affirmed at Nuremberg, including individual accountability for serious international crimes, continue to guide efforts to strengthen international law on crimes against humanity. Myanmar welcomes the participation of non-governmental organizations and civil society organizations in this process. Based on our own experience, their work with victims and affected community is of particular importance, especially where access to justice is limited. Their engagement contributes valuable perspective to the discussion. Mr. Chair, Myanmar considers the elaborations of the Conventions on the Prevention and Punishment of Crimes Against Humanity to be a necessary step towards strengthening the international legal framework in this area. The ongoing case between the Gambia versus Myanmar at the International Court of Justice is the best example. The military junta is trying to escape from its international crimes against Rohingya in the absence of such convention on the prevention and punishment of crimes against humanity. As I speak, the military junta continues its international crimes against not only Rohingya but also all people in Myanmar. While the prohibition of crimes against humanity is well established under international law, gaps remain in the absence of a dedicated convention to ensure effective prevention, accountability, and cooperation at the national level. Crimes against humanity constitute breaches of obligations, legal omnibus, under international law. The legal consequences of such breaches extend to the international community as a whole. The draft articles seek to address these gaps by clarifying states' obligations and reinforcing domestic jurisdictions and interstate cooperation. In this regard, Myanmar supports the inclusion of provisions concerning preliminary measures when an alleged offender is present, as reflected in the draft articles. These provisions are important to ensure that the exercise of jurisdiction is effective and that accountability mechanisms are not rendered purely theoretical. Myanmar encourages states to give careful consideration to their implementation in practice. Myanmar further recalls the relevance of the non-refoulement obligation in situations where individuals face a real risk of crimes against humanity upon return. Given the circumstances affecting Myanmar nationals, this safeguard remains closely linked to the preventive objective of the draft articles. Mr. Chair, against this backdrop, Myanmar notes with appreciation the practical relevance of the work of the Preparatory Committee for individuals affected by the crimes against humanity. In this regard, it is important to recall the situation in Myanmar following the illegal coup of 1st February 2021, during which civilians has been subjected to widespread systematic violence by the military junta. According to the Assistance Associations for Political Prisoners, a total of 7,695 people, including pro-democracy activists and civilians, had been killed by the junta. As of 31st December 2025, a total of 23,272 human rights violations have been documented in Myanmar. In addition, more than 9,000 area attacks has been recorded, resulting in the deaths of 4,783 people. This figure illustrates the continued impact of crimes against humanity and underscore the importance of effective prevention and accountability. Crimes against humanity cannot be displayed by sham electoral process that lack legitimacy and are not free and fair. Attempts by the military juntas to make such crimes through a sham elections do not affect their criminal liabilities arising under international law. Mr. Chair, accountability remains essential. Myanmar underscores that international law itself must not be instrumentalized or misused as a shield to protect perpetrators of crimes against humanity from accountability. Upholding the rule of law requires the rejection of impunity and timely pursuit of justice for victims. I thank you, Mr. Chair.